going to get started. Hear a lot of noises going on in the backgrounds. All right, so hello everyone. Thank you for joining us here today with another Ask Me session. My name is Garrett Malee. I'm a Chief Officer here at Memorial's St. John's campus. I graduated from Memorial with a Bachelor of Science in Psychology, and I will actually soon be doing my Master's in Business at Memorial as well. So needless to say, I enjoy being here. Today we have two very wonderful guests with us from the Faculty of Business. We have Dr. Isabelle Dostaler and Denise Hooper. They're both here to answer your questions relevant to business, and as new students and incoming students to Memorial, we hope that there are plenty of questions. So drop them down in the chat feature below and we will get to as many of them as we can. Also, a couple of housekeeping items to mention before we get started. This session is being recorded, so if you are participating, you are consenting to that. We would also like to make sure that everyone's mics are muted and video is turned off. This just helps us easily facilitate the session, but it also keeps the bandwidth open so the videos don't get too choppy. Today's focus is the Faculty of Business, so we want to keep our questions business related. And if you do have questions and we don't get around to them, don't worry, we will be following up. So to get us started, Dr. Dostaler, would you be able to tell us a little bit about yourself and your role within the Faculty of Business, and then we can get Denise Hooper to introduce herself as well.
Absolutely, Garrett. Thank you very much, and congratulations on this master's degree that you will start. That is great. Well, it's my great pleasure to be here today. So we have some students with us live, and other will be watching the recording a little later on. We really like to have the opportunity at the Faculty of Business to connect with our students, especially through this special time we're going through. So it has really been our focus to try to be there, answer these questions. So yes, I'm the Dean of Business at Memorial University. So I guess I'm like the school principal, right? So I lead a faculty of about 42 awesome faculty members, also some part-time instructors, fantastic staff. So you'll meet some of them today, including Denise Hooper. You'll also get to meet two of our students who are actually in our program. So that will give you a sense of what it is that we do. I'm going to take just a few minutes because I want you to understand what the Faculty of Business is about. I want to talk to us about our 4 strategic priorities at the Faculty of Business. You'll learn about strategy when you study business. It's an important thing, and it's an important thing for us as a faculty to have these priorities. Our first one is called Champion Change. We like to say that we are at the forefront of business education in Canada. We're a very innovating school. You know that we were the first business school in Canada to introduce a CoOp program that allows you to work while you study. So that was a big innovation, and that's a number of years ago. Our second strategic priority is called Educate Through Experience. This means that we bring reality in the classroom as much as we can. We're really providing you with these experiential learning opportunities, lots of stuff that you can do outside of the classroom. So learning takes place in many places. And guess what? Even if we're going to offer our courses remotely from the fall, that is not going to prevent us from doing that. Our third strategic priority is called Innovate Through Research, because one thing you might not know is that your business professors are also very much engaged in research. They study organization, they develop new theories, and that makes them even better professor and very relevant professors. And our fourth strategic priority is eliminate barriers through partnerships. We're really connected to our community, the business community out there, stakeholders, and we really make sure that we have this content interaction with the outside world, because this is what makes our business program relevant. So I hope that you find this exciting, and we're really looking forward to having you with us and contribute to these strategic priorities with us. So that's it, Garrett.
Well, thank you. Sounds like there's a lot happening within the Faculty of Business, and I'm looking forward to it. And Denise Hooper, would you like to tell us a little bit about your role?
Thank you, Garrett and Dr. Dostaler. And indeed, there's a lot happening in the Faculty of Business. And I am very happy in my role to say that I oversee the two undergraduate programs that we offer for students, including the Bachelor of Commerce program and Bachelor of Business Administration. So I'm assuming that everybody that's online with us today would be interested in those programs. In addition to the academic programs, we also provide support services for students, and we take care of the administrative side of obtaining a business degree program. We offer quite a number of scholarships in the Faculty of Business. We have very supportive alumni who step up and support our students. And we're also very happy to say that we have a number of international opportunities for our students. Lots of opportunity for experiential learning and different types of things that I guess you would appreciate as a business student and would be able to obtain through our faculty. So I'm also very happy today, and Dr. Dostaler also mentioned this, that we have additional staff here. I'd like for Ashley Holloway, and I believe Ben Gesso is joining us as well, to introduce themselves so that you can see the faces of our advisors, because these will be the individuals that will be responding to your email inquiries and certainly meeting with you if you want to have a conversation with an advisor. And then I'll also ask our work term students, Kent and Rachel, to introduce themselves and to talk a little bit about their student experience. So we'll start with Ashley, and we'll ask everybody that I mentioned to turn on the video. So Rachel, Kent, Ashley. I see Ben has joined.
Hi folks, it's Ashley here. I'm unable to join by video today. Unfortunately, my internet bandwidth is not cooperating with me, so I apologize for that. But I'm the academic advisor for the Bachelor of Commerce program, and I also coordinate international exchange opportunities for any of our business students who are interested in studying abroad.
And good afternoon, everybody. My name is Ben Gesso. I'm the academic advisor for the BBA program with the Faculty of Business. I'm also the international student coordinator, which means I work with international students who come in to university on exchange. But for memorial international students with the Faculty of Business, I like to describe it as if you have an issue of any type, I'm your guy. I might not be the person to answer it, but I'll get you in touch with the proper people who can. So any issues at all, if you're an international student or a student in the BBA, you can talk to me.
And Kent, why don't we go with you?
Hi, everyone. Yeah, so my name is Kent Witten, and I'm, I guess, heading into my 5th and final year of the Bachelor of Commerce program. So this summer, I'm currently completing my 3rd and final work term, and as Denise mentioned, I'm working with the academic programs office. And I guess, like, for me, I just would kind of want to tell everyone a bit about kind of my experience in the business faculty, and just that, like, over the past 5 years, I can honestly say I've had a wonderful experience, and kind of everyone in the faculty does really want to see, I guess, the students that they have coming through succeed. And for me, being part of the commerce program, I would say that getting the opportunity to kind of do the work terms like I'm doing this summer with the academic programs office, you do get a lot of opportunity to make professional connections. You get an opportunity to kind of see how a professional setting works. And that kind of thing, I think, is definitely going to kind of benefit me as I graduate next April. So for anyone who's kind of, I guess, debating on what program to pursue, the commerce program or even the BBA are both awesome programs, and I'll tell from my firsthand experience, it's been really, really welcoming and really awesome. So yeah.
And Rachel?
My name is Rachel. I'm also a work term student. I work with Kent. I mean, Kent kind of covered everything there, but I would also I'm in the commerce program as well, and I would highly recommend it. I'm actually on my 2nd work term, so I'll be doing my 3rd work term before I graduate. Yeah, it's been a wonderful experience, and I truly love this program. And the core courses are the same in commerce as in BBA as well. So you're covering all the same material. But the good thing about commerce is you do get the year's work experience. So I'm happy to be in my program, and I've met all kinds of new people, made all kinds of professional connections, and yeah, it's been a really good experience.
Thanks, everyone. Back to Garrett.
All right, thank you. And it's really nice to see a couple of current students here as well to speak on behalf of the program. I'd also like to remind any incoming students that are on this chat right now, this is for you. So if you do have any questions, drop them in the chat. But just to get us started, either Dr. Dostaler or Denise, would you be able to tell us how a student should prepare for their studies in the fall? I'm not sure if who's speaking.
Dr. Dostaler is muted.
So sorry. So I'm sorry. So starting again. So I'll answer and then let Denise say a few words. I don't think that there's any difference in how students should prepare for this coming fall. It's not because courses will be offered remotely that that things are going to be that different. We're going to be focused on making sure that our students reach their learning objectives. Coming in without, of course, it's a big step in your life, and it's you're sort of switching gears, and you're going to be in this new universe. But I think coming in with a measure of confidence, like be confidence have confidence in you. You might be surprised to hear me say so, but prepare yourself not to be too tough on yourself. That's the sometimes we see students that are so alarmed because maybe grades are not always what they want. It's difficult to perform perfectly well on everything. So the learning is the thing that is important. It's a marathon. It's not a sprint, so you really need to make sure that you keep that energy for the years to come, and we'll accompany you all along the way and make sure you succeed. Denise, you have something to add on how to prepare?
I do. Well, Dr. Dostaler has certainly spoken to the academic side, and I want to talk to you about academic support. And I think the title of these sessions it's really important. It's Ask Me. And remember that when you're starting on your educational journey, to ask questions. It is the most important thing you can do, whether you're in a course and you need to ask your instructor, or if you're seeking academic advice, and we encourage you to do so, to seek advice so that you can ensure that you're on track for your degree program. And you'll notice in particular with business, there are a number of prerequisites that are required. So building that solid foundation right from the beginning, having a solid foundation in English and mathematics and the economics courses that we require in the first year are so important to your academic success. So review the information that's being sent to you. I know you're receiving a lot of information in a lot of different directions, but please take the time to read. And then if you have questions, follow up and seek that academic advice. You're going to hear an important email at the end of this session. It's Busy Help. And that is kind of your funnel to get to the answer that you need for your inquiry. So yeah, definitely remember the title of the session, Ask Me.
Perfect, thank you. And I really love that advice from both of you. Definitely don't be too hard on yourself, and don't be afraid to ask questions, because there will be hurdles that you might come across, and asking the question might be the difference between overcoming it or not. So another question that we have would be, how can students who are learning online connect with others within your faculty and school? Is there anything set up for students in that regard?
Well, I think that students nowadays and are used to communicate with all these means, social media, and so that is not going to change. That will continue to be important. And it's interesting how sometimes we professor learn to use that, create Facebook group with our students to communicate and that sort of thing. There's a number of platform that we're using. So perhaps Denise, you could maybe have a word about maybe the Navigate app. Would that be one good option for students?
Navigate is certainly a great option for students, and we encourage all students to download that app so that you can get ready to use information at your fingertips, and certainly easy access to advisors and a whole host of other resources on your phone or whatever device you're using. We also want to refer everybody to MUN 101. And the university, as we've shifted to remote delivery over the course of the last few months, and will continue to do so, we're certainly enhancing our services. And MUN 101 is one of those areas where you can get that. And next week, with the help of Kent and Rachel, we're also going to be releasing our business site in MUN 101. And we're going to envision that as a place where students can connect, and certainly a place where we will be welcoming you as well for our welcome sessions going forward through August and into early September. So stay tuned, and we'll be, like I said, releasing that information in no time.
I'd like to add to this that the thing that is really nice about our business school is that it's not a super big business school, right? So we're small enough so that there really is this sense of being a family, right? And we are really putting in place all the possible tools to make sure that we keep that sense of being this, tight, close-knit family throughout, these weird times that we're going through. So it's nice, this feeling of being a small family all together.
Definitely, yeah. Another student was asking as well, what platform will my classes be hosted on?
So our learning management system is called D2L. So students will be familiarized and know all about this platform. It's a powerful platform with lots of tools in it. And frankly, I'll be honest with you. I've been very, very pleased with how quickly our faculty members, our instructors within the Faculty of Business have switched gear, to prepare to this remote term. And what we have discovered is that this learning platform that we have, D2L, is very powerful, right? And our faculty members are really, determined to use all the potential features in it. We're evidently supported by CITL, which is our Center for Innovation in Teaching and Learning. They will support students as well, and they're absolutely amazing. So students will have all the support to walk through the learning management system and be able to make the most of it.
All right, thank you. And Denise, would you like to add anything to that as well?
I actually don't know if Kent or Rachel has anything to add there on their experience with remote learning, but it might help ease some of the students that are, entering into this for the first time. And I think, Kent, I look at you because I think this was in the winter, it was your first time doing online courses. So maybe you want to have a quick chat about your experience?
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. So I guess online courses, not that I ever had any issue with them, but I was always a little kind of apprehensive just because I felt like I liked going into class. I liked having that interaction with the professor and kind of having a set schedule. I'd go in and attend lectures. So I guess it was about last March when all this kind of to evolve with COVID-19, and we ended up shifting kind of all our courses online for the last month. I was kind of a little nervous and saying, uh-oh, like this could kind of hurt. I was having a fairly good semester for kind of how I expect to do. And I was a bit kind of nervous, but I can honestly say that I think I was doing 4 business courses and 1 elective, and especially my 4 kind of business profs, they were really awesome at kind of transitioning the course. And they kind of went about it in different directions. So some kind of did a PowerPoint that they talked over, and somebody just recorded their voice. So all the profs kind of went about it in different ways. But I can say that they were super good in communicating when materials were going to be released, how they were going to be released, and kind of their expectations from the students. And if anything was unclear, you had questions, they were super quick to kind of get back to us and kind of help us with anything that was unclear. So again, it kind of depends, I guess, on the prof, on how they're going to deliver the materials. But I'll definitely say that from my experience last kind of winter, I expect this fall to be pretty smooth again, and that all the profs are going to be really good in kind of how they deliver their course material. So
For myself, the profs only had, it was all of a sudden we were going online and transitioning to the online forum. And that obviously would have been really stressful for them. But I guess the point that I want to make here is they were really good at transitioning and keeping in touch with all the students, because they were just as confused as we were. So for the fall semester, I have no doubt that they're going to be really prepared for that, and they'll kind of have their way of laying out the course and how they're going to do it and how they're going to deliver it. So I have no doubt that it'll be even better than it was. And my experience with it wasn't bad at all. It was actually great to going online. So it's just reassuring, especially where there's lots of time to prepare for that, during the spring semester and whatnot for the students in the fall, especially for the first years.
If I may add, I really liked what Kent said, and also your comment, Rachel, and that different craft went different ways, about this. And one thing we're meeting weekly in our faculty on WebEx, on Zoom, and we really are sort of, exchanging notes about how we're preparing for this remote semester. So it's a great opportunity for all of your instructors to learn from each other and to exchange best practice, right, and make sure that the remote fall term is as successful as possible. We listen a lot to our students also in the Faculty of Business. Well, both the university and our faculty, we've conducted survey to know what it is that students were expecting, what are the things that would be easier for them, and it's been that is really feeding into how we're preparing for this fall. So I guess our business students can sort of expect, yes, different approach from different professors, but also some cohesiveness in how we do things.
So I do have a student asking, how do I get the Navigate app? I don't think it's available in their country. So is there a way around that?
Denise, would you have something to say to that?
I am not 100% sure, but I think Ben is checking. So what we'll do is we'll see if we can find it online, and we will post that response if we can before the session is over. So Ben, give me a nod. I think that's what you're checking out there. Yeah, thanks.
All right, absolutely. Well, another student is asking then, are they able to do another major and a business major? So probably double major in something else and business as well.
So I guess, is a student considering a BBA? Did they indicate what program?
No. The question was just, am I able to do another major and a business major?
I will throw out a couple of options for the student. So we offer a joint degree program, Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Commerce program. And a student can essentially, receive a degree by completing a minimum of 5 extra courses over the duration of their 5-year program, if they're considering the Bachelor of Commerce program. And within that, then a student can do a whole host of major programs from the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences. So they have over 15 departments, and students can certainly look at what opportunities are available through Humanities and Social Sciences. So there's great options there. The other option that we have is with the Bachelor Business Administration program, you can also do a joint music program. But you would have to apply to the Faculty of Music in order to be considered for that. So in that case, certainly music would be the program that would be doing the admission, and then the BBA would be something that the student could also consider. We also, within the Bachelor Business Administration program, while you can't do a second major, you can minor in a particular area, and that is true as well for the Bachelor of Commerce program. And again, just referring back to the Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, there's also a number of certificates and diploma programs that students can consider as an add-on to their degree, and it can be used as credit towards the business administration or the commerce program. So there's lots of great options. There's another more complicated response with respect to receiving a second degree program with the Bachelor of Business Administration. degree. And if someone is inquiring, then we could certainly try to explain that to you. But definitely you can take a look at what humanities and social sciences is offering, and look at the joint degree opportunity. So lots of great options for sure to diversify.
Okay, great. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of options for students to pursue multiple different degrees if they're choosing to. Another student is asking, what if a commerce student cannot find a work term in the fall? Can we take an academic term instead? And I think that also spins off of another question of how is COVID impacting work terms?
Very, very good question. And I guess having Kent and Rachel here with us is an example of how we've addressed this situation. And it's been challenging for all Canadian universities who offer a co-op program. So we're extremely proactive in working with our partners, with try to use all available programs to be able to hire our students. And we have been pretty successful in the summer. So we're not throwing the towel, right? So I'm not going to say, oh, if you don't get a work term, you can do this and that. I'll tell you, we'll do everything to make sure that all of our students get their work term. So we've been pretty proactive in that regard. But having said that, yes, it is a challenging time. There are some programs that students can do against a certain stipend. They can do what we call community work term. And so, there could be opportunities for our students to go and help local companies, right? Especially Newfoundland and Labrador. We understand that our economy has been hit pretty hard, and there's lots of things that small companies need to do in order to make sure that they can survive in this difficult economy. And certainly as a business faculty, we take that seriously. There is something about Memorial that you might not know, but in the funding letters of our institution, it says that the university has a duty to the people of Newfoundland and Labrador. And I joined Memorial. I wasn't always here. I joined Memorial a few years ago, and I must say that this element of our funding letter, this big part of our mission, is something that really attracted me. This duty to the people of the province, I consider is very important. And as a business faculty, we really take this seriously. And as dean, I take it seriously. So anything that we can do to help out organizations out there, we do. And the fact that there are challenges around co-op right now actually, provides an opportunity for us to help out local companies.
Thank you, and that is great advice. It ties back to what we were saying earlier about don't be hard on yourself, don't be afraid to ask questions, and also supporting your local economy. And this is a great time to be doing that despite the challenges. And Denise, did you have anything to add to that as well?
No, I just wanted I did want to add, Garrett, that if we have a current student who's attending the session right now, who is possibly going on a co-op work term, they really should be consulting with their co-op coordinators. And then there's a number of processes I know that have been put into place, some of which the dean has chatted about. So yeah, if we have a current student here, definitely to chat with the co-op coordinators.
Okay, thank you. And we only have a couple of minutes left. I feel like this half an hour has flown by. So if there are any last minute questions from the students, feel free to drop them in the chat now. But maybe a follow-up question to what we just spoke about. How do you contact or get in touch with an academic advisor in your unit?
Denise?
We are right now funneling everything through our Busy Help email address. So we encourage students to use that address to seek academic advice, to ask any questions that they may have, and we can certainly respond to your inquiry from that particular point. So it's BUSIHELP, Busy Help. And I think Catherine is posting that for everybody. Ben is posting it. So thanks. And Ben, I'll just go back. I don't know, were you able to find anything on Navigate?
I wasn't able to find anything specifically on Memorial's website about it, but There is a desktop version as well. So if the app is not available in students' home country, they can certainly try the desktop platform. I can reach out to the navigated MINs to confirm, but I believe that would be, I mean, that's how I use it, honestly. So.
Yeah.
I'm an old man.
Not that old, Ben.
You're only as old as you feel, right?
So I guess I should add to this. Yes, so there's this email, and we're here for you, and we do have a highly dedicated staff. I'm here for you as well. I have an open office approach, if I may say, although it's virtually. As I said earlier, we're a small enough school that the dean is not like this remote person in an ivory tower, right? So we're really here to help, here to, make sure that your journey with us is successful, that it's fulfilling. I always like to say that you start with us now, but you'll be with us forever. So things don't finish, you don't cut the ties with Memorial once you graduate. You remain, alumni of Memorial, and you can come back to us to study later on life. We engage a lot in what we call lifelong learning. So you're with us for a while, I should say.
And I'd like to add as well that exactly what the dean said. Normally we would be on campus, and hopefully you would see what we would consider our friendly faces to greet you there. But for this semester, we're unable to do that. But we will be reaching out to you virtually, and starting in August, as we get closer to the start of classes, we will be reaching out to you. And Rachel, Kent, Ashley, and Ben and the dean will be back to greet you again late August, early September, as we welcome you to the start of classes. So stay tuned, and we'll be releasing information. Check your Atmon email addresses. That is another important point of contact as well. We use that for all official communication with the university. So it's your Atmon account. Be sure to check it, and you can connect with us through Busy Help. And I'll hand it back to the dean for final words. And Garrett.
Yeah, my final word would be that you should also follow me on Instagram. I sometimes like to go live on Instagram with various members of our university. So easy to find, Isabelle.Dostaler. So, I need more followers on Instagram. I think I'm at 200 something. On Twitter, I'm above 1,000 now. So at @Dostaler on Twitter. So make sure to follow me.
You need a TikTok account, and you need to start dancing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Dr. Dostaler, Denise, Ben, Ashley, Kent, and Rachel, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for all the advice and answering all the questions that students have. I'll be sure to follow you on Instagram. And just as a heads up, we do have these sessions every Wednesday and Friday at 2 p.m. Newfoundland time. Friday, we have our session on learning remotely with CITL. So we're hoping that that's a busy session, as it should be. So thank you everyone for being here today, and I hope everyone's doing well. Take care and enjoy the semester ahead of you.
Thanks, Garrett.
Thank you, sir. Take care, everybody.